Hello. As you know, this is day 7 of my healing experiment to eliminate inflammation and joint pain naturally. I hope you enjoyed our little walk to the beach this morning. It's always fun. I always love it, and maybe we'll do that again. We have always so much information to cover. But anyway, so I thought today, instead of giving you an exercise, I would give you an idea of what the food looks like that I eat every day, so you can have an idea of how I'm actually changing things. One of the things that I always do no matter what, which is not really going to be new for me, is that the first thing I do when I get up in the morning is I drink water or I drink tea. The only change in that right now is that I'm back to drinking green tea. I love hibiscus tea and lemon tea and all different kinds of teas, and so I kind of alternate, but because I have inflammation right now and green tea is a very good inflammatory, I've gone back to drinking green tea with ginger, which is also an anti-inflammatory, and just a touch of honey for the flavor, and it's really helped me. I really, from the first day I started drinking it 7 days ago, I felt the energy change and the boost in my body. So although it didn't make the pain go away right away, it made me feel so good and tingly all over that I just keep drinking it every day. I love it. It's really, really good. I wanted to show you what a day of eating looks like by us here. Wherever we live, it kind of looks the same, and I try to eat healthy. So I also want to show you what is on the packages of the processed food we eat. So I think that one of the things that I really like is yogurt. And because they always say yogurt is so healthy for you, I imagine that there are yogurts with probiotics and things that are really healthy. I have chosen to use Dannon yogurt, all natural yogurt, or the Greek yogurt, or some other yogurts. And one of the things that surprised me about all of the natural yogurts that I was eating, because I want to have a healthy diet, is that they all have sugar in them. Now, when you have a label on the food that says natural, it doesn't even mean anymore that it's natural or that it's good for you. For example, this natural Dannon yogurt has 15.2 grams of sugar in it if you read the label. That's not so natural. That's added sugar, and this is processed food. But I thought it was healthy because it's yogurt. I'm not a fan of plain yogurt, so I always try to put a little something in it to make it tasty. So I may put some berries or some tangerine pieces or some kind of fruit in it to make it taste a little better. And then I add some granola, which I love, and I know granola has sugar in it, so it's one of those things that I'm going to stop eating. But just to show you how much, I thought here in Mexico you can get this American style granola, and I thought that that would be something very good to eat. So I looked at the label. It has oats, wheat, almonds, raisins, and puffed rice, which puffed rice is not a good thing, but everything else in it seems to be really good. Therefore, I add it to my yogurt because I love crunchy and I enjoy eating it that way. So today I decided to look at the label, since I am really making a strong effort to eliminate processed sugar from my diet and really be healthy. So when I look at the label here of what the ingredients are, it shows me that this bag of granola is 10% sugar. Now when you look at the bag, you don't see any sugar. It does taste sweet when you eat it, but I could not imagine that this bag has 10% sugar. So my healthy breakfast with yogurt and fruit and granola, that I think I'm eating a healthy breakfast every morning, starts me off in sugar shock every day when I eat that. So normally, we're only eating 2 meals a day, which I think is enough. Some people eat 3 or 4 or 5. It depends on how much you eat with each meal and, of course, what you're eating. But we kind of stick to 2 meals a day. So I'm trying to make my dinner, since that's my second meal, I'm trying to make it a healthy meal. So I went in my closet to see what I have that I could show you. And then I thought, I eat pasta pretty often. My favorite pasta is spaghetti. It might be a favorite pasta for some of you too. I thought pasta is made from white flour, which I am eliminating from my diet because you can eat whole wheat flour or you can eat gluten-free homemade pasta, or you can eat gluten-free pasta and completely be out of that white flour thing. But what I didn't know is that it's not only white flour and eggs, it's sugar. When I read the label on this bag of spaghetti, there are 2.0 grams of sugar in your pasta. So you didn't get away from eating pasta, from eating processed sugar by buying pasta. So naturally, when I cook pasta, I make some kind of a sauce to go with it. I normally use canned tomatoes. It's difficult to find canned tomatoes here in Mexico. So I use a lot of fresh tomatoes, which is really, really good. And then I add tomato puree. When I cook my pasta sauce, I use canned tomatoes and tomato puree because I just really like the flavor, in addition to all of the other stuff that I put in it. It's a good thing that I haven't been able to find canned tomatoes and that I'm using fresh tomatoes, because canned tomatoes also have sugar. I decided to also look at this tomato puree. Now you think tomato puree, maybe it has a couple of spices in it, doesn't say that, but you don't think that it has sugar. But in actuality, when I look at the label in the back of this tomato puree, this package has 5.7 grams of sugar in it. So I've started my day out very well, drinking water or drinking tea with no sugar in it to help to start my day off by cleansing my system. I've gone to my nutritious breakfast, which includes processed sugar that starts me off in sugar shock in the morning. And I go through my day doing whatever, maybe snacking in between, hopefully healthy snacks, because when I get to my dinner, my processed foods that I eat for dinner also contain sugar. So even if I made a vegetarian pasta sauce, I'm not doing anything healthy, because you know that when you cook your vegetables with sugar, it destroys the nutrients. So since I've decided that I'm going to eat well and I'm going to stop eating processed food and eliminate sugar from my diet, I'm getting rid of this stuff. Now what I would really like to do is push this off the table and let it fall on the floor, but it's going to create a mess which I have to clean up myself after the video is made. So I'm just going to push it to the side so you know that that means that I'm not eating that stuff anymore. So what I want to do is, some of you have sent me some suggestions, and like I said, I will always check out your suggestions and see if there's anything that I would like to use for myself, and I'll let you know which of your suggestions that I've taken on. So here are some of the anti-inflammatory things that you've recommended that I eat. Yucca root, which we also know as cassava. I've eaten cassava before, but I've never tried to cook it myself. I'm going to get a recipe and I'm going to cook it, because I've learned on the internet that it is an anti-inflammatory and it has antioxidants that decrease arthritis system. Let me say that again. It has antioxidants that decrease arthritis symptoms. What are arthritis symptoms? Inflammation, pain in the joints. So that sounds like a good thing to me. So thank you very much for that suggestion. I'm going to try it. Pineapple. I love pineapple. I only eat it occasionally because I hate cutting up pineapples. I hate trying to peel the skin and then taking all of the little thorns out. Juicing pineapple is a lot of work also, and I'm kind of lazy, so I only eat it occasionally. But pineapple is a very good anti-inflammatory, so I'm going to get back into eating pineapple again. You can eat pineapple fresh, canned, or frozen. It doesn't make any difference. It has the same active ingredients and it will help you. The only thing you have to watch out for is with canned pineapple products, because they have added sugar. So if you buy pineapple in a can, pour that syrup off, because that's all sugar. It's bad, bad, bad for you, and wash the pineapple before you eat it. Then you can eat canned pineapple. If you buy pineapple juice, make sure that it is pure pineapple juice with no added sugar, and then you get all the nutritional value out of drinking pineapple juice. Curry. I love curry. My family is from the West Indies. As you know, my family is from Trinidad, and we cook a lot of curry. I learned some recipes from my mom, which I've improved upon over the years, and I love curry. So I'm going to start cooking even more curry dishes than I normally do, and I'm really good at curry. So the next time I'm in the kitchen cooking curry, I'm going to video it, and I'm going to share my curry recipes with you. If you like curry, you can cook along with me, or you can cook it at your convenience, because you will have the recipe. Why is curry so good? Curry is so good because it has turmeric in it. Turmeric is the yellow spice, is the spice that makes curry yellow, and that is the superfood in curry that decreases inflammation and has these wonderful antioxidants in it. So when I cook my curry from now on, I'm going to add a little extra turmeric, so hopefully I get an extra boost from that. I don't know if that's how it works, but that's what I'm going to do. Walnuts and almonds. Yes, yes, you are absolutely right, and I do eat them quite often. They are rich in vitamin E and omega oils. They are also excellent anti-inflammatory, so it's good when you snack off of them. I make my own student mix with walnuts, almonds, and I throw pecans in there because I just love pecans and I think they have the same properties. Eating just nuts can be very dry, so I add raisins and cranberries to my mix. Get a little sugar. It's natural sugar. It's okay. And it's very delicious. And what I like about having something like that around to snack on instead of chocolate candy, instead of Snickers and 87% dark chocolate candy bars and all of that stuff that I try to eat, this actually cuts the hunger. When I eat a chocolate candy bar, even if it's almost pure cocoa, it doesn't cut the hunger at all. I'm still hungry. It's just something to have in my mouth for a few minutes. But when I eat a handful of this mix, it cuts the hunger long enough for me to be able to get in my kitchen and cook a healthy meal and fill myself up, so I won't have that hungry feeling and feel like I gotta go and eat snacks that are not good for me. Sauerkraut. Thank you for reminding me about that. Sauerkraut is something that I used to eat a lot of when I lived in Germany, because it's a German food and Germans have a lot of meals that they add sauerkraut to. I used to eat a lot of sauerkraut. My favorite foods to eat with sauerkraut are hot dogs and sausages. And since I have not eaten hot dogs or sausages for years, I eliminated sauerkraut from my diet too, because that's the only thing that I would eat sauerkraut with. But sauerkraut is a very important food. It's high on the list of anti-inflammatories. So I'm going to add sauerkraut to my diet. I found a wonderful recipe for boiled potatoes with sauerkraut, mustard, onions, a couple of other spices. So I'm definitely going to try that. I will welcome you into my kitchen and show you how to cook it and give you the recipe, and we hope that it's very delicious, because I need to have as many anti-inflammatories and antioxidants as possible in my diet. Fruits that are good: apples. They say an apple a day keeps the doctor away, and there's always controversy about whether or not that's true, but apples are high in antioxidants or antioxidants. I don't know how you're supposed to say it, but whatever, you know what I mean. Apples are really good, so I eat apples, so that I'm not even concerned about that. I hope that you're eating apples too. But the best berry on the list is blueberry. It's the #1 berry for healthy eating, for antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties. So eat as much blueberries as you can stand. They're really delicious, so you can sit there and you can't overdose on them. You can eat as much as you want. So vegetables, there are certain vegetables that we know are high in antioxidants and are anti-inflammatory, and the #1 vegetable on the list of what you should eat is spinach, and I'm really happy about that because I love spinach, and we have a whole bunch of spinach, fresh spinach in the refrigerator, so we probably will have spinach for dinner tonight. And sweet potatoes. I didn't know that sweet potatoes were so high in nutrients and so good to eat. We're talking about eliminating sugar, eliminating white flour, eliminating things like pasta, white potatoes, rice, cookies, cakes, all of these kind of things from your diet. And it's really hard to change and eliminate so much from your diet, especially because I really like sweets. Sweet potato is one of the best things that you can eat, and sweet potato fries, I've had them, actually taste much better than white potato fries. So I got a recipe for sweet potato fries, how to fry them, because you know I've also eliminated fried food, how to make fried sweet potatoes that are healthy and do not put the poisons in your food that frying foods in hot oil puts in your food. So I'm going to learn how to fry sweet potatoes in a healthy way. You can eat sweet potatoes mashed, you can eat them boiled. I'm looking for recipes, I'm going to let you know about that. You can make sweet potato cookies, you can make sweet potato cake, because sweet potatoes are sweet, and you eliminate processed sugar. Even brown sugar, which is supposedly not processed, is not good for you. So let's not talk about what's sugar, what's processed, what's not processed. Let's not talk about sweetener additives, because sweetener additives are chemicals and they're hard for your body to break down and digest. So you really don't want to do that either. You really want to do everything that's natural, because natural is best for your body. Natural is best for your health. So now that I'm committed to eliminating all of this stuff from my diet, I'm going to give you one last reminder. You know what that is. Sugar is the main culprit. Let it go. See you tomorrow. Bye.